Hello Capricorn, welcome to Firedance Witch Tarot. I hope that you are doing well. For those of you that are new, welcome in. And for those of you that are coming back, welcome back. Today we're doing your love and romance reading for the month of May. So I hope, if you haven't done so already, to hit the subscribe button, the bell notification so you're always notified of every single video that I put up. Also leave a comment down below. All of these things really do help my channel, and if you think that somebody else might enjoy and benefit from the readings that I do, then please consider sharing it as well. That out of the way, let's get in with your reading. As always, Capricorn, all of the information about the cards and any other tools that I use will be down in the description down below. Today we're going to be using the Romance Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Let's ground and center, Capricorn. Okay. I invite your spirit guides and my spirit guides to come into this sacred space so that they may help me bring you the messages that you need to hear at this time. Love and romance. What do we need to know for Capricorn for the month of May? Please guide beautiful Capricorn for their highest and greatest good. What do we need to know right now? Gods and spirits. One more. Okay. There we go. We have release your ex. Time has come to clear your energy. Interesting. What else do we have here? We have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Very interesting. What else do we need to know right now? Gods and spirits, please guide beautiful Capricorn for their highest and greatest good. What do they need to know when it comes to love and romance? Here we go. It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Let's see if I can get this in a way that you can actually see it. There we go. Now, I don't have autofocus, which really drives me bananas, but at least there you can see it. Okay. Now, it seems to me like some of you are still hanging on to the energy or the past experiences with your ex. That tells me that this is something that needs to be processed through, because this experience is sort of blocking you from really getting to know the other person and really opening up to them and opening yourself up to the possibility of love and of loving and being loved and having a deep connection with someone else. There seems to be that fear that because of your experience with whomever your ex is, that because of this experience of this previous relationship, it's really sort of blocking you from moving forward with someone new that is completely different. And Spirit is saying it is safe to open up and it is safe to love again. And so to give yourself and that person the chance to at the very least, try out and see if this person would be a match, or if there's anything that they would need to teach you. If it's a karmic relationship, you'll be able to see it. And if it's something that you've already learned from the past, no problem. You'll be able to sweep that away and keep moving on to the next one. But in order to be able to make that leap and make that discernment for yourself, you got to open up. They might not be at all like your ex, but you will be able to know whether this person is for you or not. And in order to do that, you have to open up and really learn about each other and see if you're a match. Maybe you're a better match as friends, but you won't know until you try. And Spirit is saying it's completely safe to do so. So let's see what else Spirit has for you in terms of this message. So this one here is the Cat Tarot. Bye. Megan Lynn Cott. So let's see what else the Spirit have for you at this time. Still very stiff. Let's see if I can soften them a little bit. Make it easier to shuffle. Okay. One more. Okay. What else does Capricorn need to know? Capricorn, don't forget to ground and center. I have to do that several times a day. I'm one of those that has a tendency to let the energy sway her, and I have to remind myself to ground and center myself. Okay, first card for you, Capricorn, is I think this is the Nine of Pentacles. It's been a while since I read this deck. I do believe that is Pentacles. Yeah, I think that's Pentacles. Yeah. Wands, Swords, Cups. Okay. So we're good. So that is the Nine of Pentacles. We also have the Ten of Cups. Very nice. What else for Capricorn? What else do they need to know? Whoop. We also have here the 5, 6, 7 of Swords. What else for Capricorn? What else do they need to know right now for love and romance for the month of May, or whenever they're supposed to receive the message? We have 2 more. We have the High Priestess, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. One last card. What else does beautiful Capricorn need to know? What do they need to see? Any advice? Too many. What else for Capricorn? I love this deck. It is very whimsical. So we have here the Queen of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun. Okay. So whatever goes on in the situation, we know that it's going to come up with the Sun, and we have also Temperance and the Ace of Pentacles and the Fool at the bottom of the deck and the King of Pentacles. So this is a situation that is developing as we speak that is going to end really nicely, at least when it comes to the time scale that we have for the reading. And so what I see here is that despite your trepidations, the main thing that you need to do at this point is sort of review and revise this relationship, this release of your ex's energy, of your previous relationship. Whatever the situation had been at that time, it is something that needs to be released. And in order to do so, you have to process that. And the way to process that is to really go through and understand what are the major lessons that you had to learn from that relationship. When you break it down into those terms, the emotional component and that knee-jerk reaction of wanting to protect yourself at all costs will start to dissipate, because the fear and the trepidation about repeating the same mistakes will no longer be present. Why? Because the knowledge of what it is that you had to learn will be forefront in your mind, and you will be able to know what it is that you're on the lookout for, as it were, in terms of the things that you do not want in another person and in a relationship. You will be able to spot those a mile away. And so as long as you know what those things are, then you're able to put in the boundaries that are necessary for yourself when it comes to having relationship with others, whether that be in your day-to-day work situations, whether that be at home with family, whether that be with a potential romantic partner. All of these things require boundaries. And so when you know what your boundaries are, the boundaries come when you know more about the lessons that you have learned in your previous relationships, whether that be romantic or not. These are things that are important to know about yourself. And if you have some Taurian aspects in your chart, I would highly recommend going to look at that reading, because there are similarities between the energies, and so there might be relevant things for you that allow you to see the bigger picture of what it is that we're discussing here. So at the end of the day, once you are able to recognize these things and you're able to put in those boundaries for yourself, then you're more able to step into situations to getting to know a potential partner from a very empowered position, in which you know where you stand, you know who you are, you know what you want, you know what you don't want, you know what you like and what you don't like. And going into a situation in that way not only makes it safer for you, but it also makes the whole aspect of getting to know another person and opening yourself up to love and romance with others a much more pleasant experience. And it shows that self-love and respect will show in every aspect that you do. So anybody that is willing to match that energy will automatically be the one stepping forward in order to get to know you. I guess is the best way of putting it. So once you've put in those boundaries in place, and once you know more about yourself, it is a lot more possible to go forward into possible relationships in order to find that happily ever after. And you're doing it for yourself, by yourself. You're going to be the one who takes that first step and says, you know what? Okay, let's go have that. And you'll be the first one to put down the first questions, and you will be much you'll be much more calm and be able to think and articulate what it is that you're wanting to ask the other person and learn from the other person. And that spirit of independent thought and capability of standing on your own and having a good head on your shoulders, that's going to serve you very well moving forward. That is going to bring you happiness regardless of whether or not this person is for you. it will serve you well going forward. Now, this is something that is a shift in the energy. This is very much a shift in the energy that is meant to be. This is part of your growth. This is part of where you're meant to be at this time. This is definitely the thing that makes the energy start moving again. This tells me that it had been stagnant for a while until you were able to do this release and this work for yourself. It's something that is bringing in a lot of clarity with the Queen of Swords and a lot of self-empowerment is what I'm hearing. With the High Priestess, it tells me that you are actually developing those subtle skills that will allow you to read the person that's in front of you and be able to sort of have that level of communication with spirit that will allow you to navigate all of those obscure things that might come up, or all of those things that are not necessarily obvious to see. So it tells me also that you are highly intuitive individual, and your intuition is going to increase, allowing you to see further than you have been able to see before. So this is all really, really good, independent of the fact that, you know, whether that person that will be sitting in front of you, that you will be able to get to know whether or not that person is for you. As I mentioned, regardless of what that ends up being, you're going to be putting yourself in a position of stability with the King of Pentacles. You will be able to start your new journey with a new, fresh attitude and ready to conquer whatever it is that comes your way. Definitely, this will start attracting abundance towards you. I feel like it's going to also be bringing forward new opportunities for you. This almost is turning out to be something a little bit different from romance, but I am hearing that it all comes together in a bundle. Okay, it's going to, but here you see also this look of a love and apprehension, but also somebody is giving this cat a treat. So it tells me that even though you might be apprehensive of what might come in the future, Spirit is giving you love and is bringing you that beautiful opportunities that you have essentially manifested. So this is absolutely beautiful. And then you've got Temperance, which to me tells me that you are able to definitely bring in stability for yourself. Not just emotional stability, but, you know, stability in the way you conduct your relationships with every single person, whether it be in romance or not. This whole situation is going to create I'm hearing this. It's going to develop into a spirit of beautiful calm within you. This beautiful feeling of assurance of oneself, of knowing where you stand and knowing that whatever comes your way, you are capable of dealing with it. And at the end of the day, this is what is going to bring the happiness. That's what's going to bring in the knowledge that when you find that special someone, that you were able to find them quite easily because you were able to know who you are. As I said to Virgo for their reading, know thyself. And so that's also the message for you, is that by processing this, you're able to meet yourself in a different way and sort of level up that sense of knowing that you're capable of meeting yourself at the same level and bringing both of you up. Your inner world and your physical world can both then come up to the surface. I don't know if that's making sense. I hope it does, because trying to articulate sometimes what it is that I am seeing and feeling is not exactly easy to do. And so they're telling me being able to meet yourself on the same level that you are, and having that gentleness and that love for yourself in order to merge the two together, and both of you rising above. That's more that's probably better articulated. That is what is going to bring in this beautiful energy for you. So to wrap up your reading, we're going to do a Kuan Yin Oracle card, and let's see what else Spirit would like you to know. All right, for Capricorn, what else do they need to know? What else do they have to see, or would like them to see? Any advice for Capricorn for love and romance? One more. Okay. For love and romance for Capricorn, what else do they need to know? What else can they see? What else do they need to see? Any advice for them? Any advice? Do you have a Turner? Yes, I do. We have two, actually. Okay. So we have the Lotus Throne and the Sisters of the Sun Rising. Now, this is a relatively new deck for me, so we will be learning it together. So we have 37. '36, 37. There we go. The Lotus Throne. The same lotus wisdom that enlightens beloved Kuan Yin and all spiritual masters in the very same lotus light within your own heart, beloved. It can take great courage to trust your own light, to ascend the throne of your own inner spiritual authority, especially if the light of others around you seems more powerful than your own. You are being asked to trust your inner guidance above all others now. Have faith in your own heart and know that you are divine. This is absolutely beautiful, and it was what we've been talking about, being able to meet yourself and trust yourself to going forward. This is about learning what you like, what you don't like, what you want, what you don't want, and putting in those boundaries in for yourself. So these are markers, really, so that you know where you are and where you stand in relation to others and with yourself, and knowing that you are capable of moving forward and moving beyond the situation that you had experienced previously, and learning what lessons needed to be learned, and understanding where that puts you in a very powerful situation, and understanding that this light within you has been always there, but it is important to look within and see it and trust it. So while your fears and apprehensions might be screaming a little loud right now, it is important to not ignore them per se, but understand where it is coming from. And understand that they do not, this fear and apprehension does not control you. Instead, it is indicating that there is a lesson that needs to be learned, and it needs to be understood, and that your emotions around the situation need to be transmuted, need to be what's the word? Spirit, please help me out. It needs to be processed, and then it needs to be released. And this is the wisdom and that enlightenment that comes from understanding this. And that's what it means to really trust your own light and going within and actually seeing it for yourself, meeting yourself in that space and being gentle with yourself and understanding why you were there. So that's beautiful energy. Let's see number 28. All right, Sisters of the Rising Sun, you are a highly creative being with the potential to help rise the vibrations of consciousness on this planet through your creative projects, works, dreams, and hobbies. The power of collaboration, choosing to work with others in joint projects, allows this for synergy to occur, where you can grow stronger and become more than the sum of your individual parts, calling in great cosmic assistance and potency. You are guided to remain open to the soul joining forces, to the other souls joining forces with you, just like the Sisters of the Sun Rising that bring great energy to help humanity through their group endeavors. When you allow for aligned group effort, much that is wonderful can occur. So here we again have that energy of being in the position after going through the processing and release and learning of what it is that you needed to learn from your previous situation and bringing in those boundaries. Then you are in a great position, in a position of power, to really open yourself up to meeting others. Once that you've met yourself, you then are able to open up and meet others and allow them in, and opening yourself up to love, whether that be romantic love, family, friends. It doesn't matter. You at this point in time, until you are able to process all of this, you remain closed because the fear is still there. And so by going through the process of honoring that and really being able to process and release it and bringing in those lessons forward and using them as your boundaries and your marker points, you are then able to open yourself to others and be able to receive that beautiful support that others may bring to the table for you. And that is what is essentially what I was trying to tell you, is that by going through this process, it's beneficial beyond romance and love. It's going to be beneficial for you in life in general, because it's about what is life but relationships with others as well as with yourself. And knowing yourself and knowing where you stand about things makes you a very powerful person in a very powerful situation in order to move forward in a very practical and empowered way. And not only are you capable of meeting yourself under the best and the worst circumstances, you are able to do so the same with others, and knowing that no matter what happens from here on out, you are capable of handling everything and anything that life will throw at you, and it will end in the sun. So that's all I've got for you right now, Capricorn. I hope to see you back here soon. If you have enjoyed the reading and you would like to see more, please consider subscribing, putting the thumbs up, clicking the notification bell so you always know when I upload a new video. Leave a little comment down below and share it with others so that it tells YouTube that you like the content and that others might like it as well. But it also tells me that you enjoy the content and that you would like to see more. And so I wish the best for you. Love and light, and blessed be.